أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وبه نستعين على أمور الدنيا والدين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله وأصحابه بحق قدر مقدارهم عظيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم بحق بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم نشرح لك صدرك وضعنا عنك وزرك الذي أنقض ظهرك ورفعنا لك ذكرك فإن مع العسر يسرا إن مع العسر يسرا فإذا فرغت فانصب وإلى ربك فارهب. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh, and welcome back to another session of reflections back to basics, inshallah. In our session today, a few things that needs to be done before leaving the home in the morning, inshallah. Our Abba used to always say, when you get up in the morning, make sure you set a firm intention that whatever I do today, I do for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for Allah's pleasure. And this is something that we need to focus on. We need to do it consciously. We need to turn and to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and bring our presence into this statement and testament to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, Ya Rabbi, you have given me another day of life. I dedicate this day to you. Whatever is in it, whatever I do, whatever I think, whatever I say, whatever I intend to do, make it for your pleasure, and whatever is there in rebellion from me, protect me from it and deter me from it. This is an intention that is something that we need to focus on. And of course, on top of that, we say that, Ya Rabbi, whatever Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam has intended for today, let us gain that intention for today, and whatever our Salaf al-Salih, the Salihin, has intended for today, let us get of those niyyahs as well, and for every day. This is the first action that we need to do. The second action is that, as narrated by Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said that every day two angels come down from heaven, and one of them says, Oh Allah, compensate every person who spends in your cause, and the other says, Oh Allah, destroy every miser. This is the translation of this hadith that is found in Sahih Bukhari. In the Arabic of the hadith, it is said, Ma min yawmin yusbihu al-ibad. Yusbihu means to wake up in the morning, or get up in the morning, or that time of the morning, yusbihu. This indicates that this sadaqah needs to be done as soon as possible, first thing in the morning. So of the Salihin, they've recommended that immediately after Fajr, one set aside sadaqah. One is not at home, Fajr, then before leaving the home, before going to the masjid for Fajr, in that time of tahajjud, this is also an opportune time to give sadaqah. How is this done in practice? Set aside a box, or like our Abba used to set aside a packet, and put inside something for a cause or for sadaqah every day, and encourage everybody in the household to do this, from children, as this will train them to give sadaqah from an early age. I remember Abba and even Chajan, Dr. Saab, used to give money in our hands as children to put in a money box or the masjid box or whatever it is. This is a training for the children in the house, especially to give sadaqah. As we see that every day these angels await for a person to give sadaqah, and they say that those who don't give, the misers, of course there are many elaborations, however the quicker we give, the better it is. Of the Salihin also first said that the first person that comes asks for sadaqah in the morning, Those are generally of the malaika that come and ask in human form for sadaqah. Thus, sadaqah first thing in the morning. Of the Salihin have also reported that with this sadaqah in the morning, it has a special status with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that if one makes an intention or declares a need when giving the sadaqah, if it is something good in accordance with Sharia, of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants these needs. And of the Salihin have described that it's of those that are extraordinary or astounding, the needs that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grants through this sadaqah in the morning. This is the second act that one should strive for before leaving the house. The third thing is that do part of one's wird for the day. Wird is actions that one has adopted to do every day. One of the Salihin said, those who don't have a wird are of the kird. Kird are monkeys. Those who don't have the wird. We have seen in the seerah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there were things that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam done on a daily basis, and these are the highly recommended awrad. The Salihin have also done things on a daily basis, and these are of the highly recommended awrad that one adapts. And if anybody has seen of our elders, our mothers and fathers, generally most of them has adopted reading Surah Yasin. Surah Yasin is the heart of the Quran, and the benefits of reading Surah Yasin is tremendous. So at a minimum, try and read Surah Yasin before leaving the house in the morning. Footnote here, when one does any of these actions, awrad, azkar, reading the Quran even, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam has highlighted benefits of certain things for us, the fadail. The Salihin has highlighted benefits of doing certain things for us. However, our benefit that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives is that we believe in that and more, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has stipulated that I have only given one part of my mercy to this dunya, and I've kept 99 parts for the day of reckoning. So too with everything that is in the troves and treasures of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's knowledge and wisdom and beneficial to us, what is beneficial to us, and all the recompensation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is infinite, it's limitless, it's according to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's generosity is. So always keep the firm intention, Ya Rabbi, give us everything that you have revealed to us through Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and that you have not revealed to us, that only you and your Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam know, and that is in your infinite wisdom and knowledge. Grant us all of that. So these are the intentions when doing sadaqah and reading Surah Yasin. The last thing, the adab and du'as that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to read when leaving the home. When coming to one's front door, start queuing the right leg. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to love to start everything with the right side. So leaving the home is no exception. Queue the right leg and read the dua as Sayyidina Anas bin Malik radiallahu ta'ala anhu has narrated. Bismillahi tawakkaltu ala Allah wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. And this dua of the fadail, or of the benefits of this dua, is that everybody will, the person will be protected and defended. And Abu Dawood actually extends on this and says, one devil will say to another, how can you deal with a man who has been guided, defended and protected? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as narrated by our mother Salama radiallahu ta'ala anha, that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to look up into the sky when he was leaving my place, and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam used to read, Allahumma a'udhu bika an adilla aw udalla aw azilla aw uzalla aw adlima aw udlama aw ajhala aw yujhala alayya. O Allah, I seek refuge in you that I go astray and I am led astray, that I slip or I am made to slip, that I oppress or am oppressed, or that I will carry out acts of ignorance, or acts of ignorance are carried out against me. Our Salihin have added to this dua before it, Bismillahi amantu billah. Bismillahi amantu billah. And then Bismillahi tawakkalna ala Allah wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. That you redeclare that you believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that we are always in declaring our iman to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and our subservience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our slavehood to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. These are some of the adab that one does before and when leaving the house, inshaAllah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all, in His infinite wisdom, in His infinite mercy, in His infinite knowledge, in the rahmah of rahmatan lil alameen Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam that has been passed on to us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all that is in there, all that is known and all that is not known, all that is only known between Him and His Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam. And may we be of those that fulfill the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, that enact the sunnah, that adopt the sunnah. They have a saying here in Malaysia that it becomes part of our dara daging, it becomes part of our flesh and blood, the practices and actions of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and the elaborations of that through the salihin that they have inculcated into us and passed on to us and transmitted to us. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that whoever is celebrating an Urs Mubarak of Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani, the Tahawul Mubarak of Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani, Qaddasallahu Sirrahul Aziz, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give all the benefits of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He has passed through Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and passed through Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani into this dunya. May we receive all that and all the ahwal, the states that were given to Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani in love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and in love of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. For elaboration on Sadaqah, inshallah we will attach the Tahfiz video by Maulana Saleem, and all the organizations I've mentioned, I think they are fairly well known and they can be found very easily in Cape Town and wherever else, whatever organization it is. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us tawfiq. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa alihi wa ashabihi wa sallam. وإلى روح سيد شراغ الإشاء وسيد عرفان الإشاء وكل الصالحين وعلى أمانة وأستغفر الصالح من كل نية صالحة بسر أسرار الفاتحة.